A major exercise involving 3,000 British troops and 12 warships has concluded in Albania. The country's president paid tribute to them and announced he would be awarding the nation's Eagle Medal to British veterans of World War II for aiding their fight against fascism. Jeff Mead reports from on board HMS Illustrious.
After a good party, it's only polite to thank your host. So the crew of Britain's only operational carrier paraded in honour of the Albanian president. The ceremony marked the end of Exercise Albanian Lion, Tirana's biggest taste of international military cooperation since becoming NATO's newest member. Wrecks littering the nearby naval base bear witness to the poverty this country's only just recovering from and the limits of her tiny maritime forces. But what the nation can offer its new allies is remote, rugged coast towards the Middle East, perfect training for the Royal Marines, who've been using this opportunity to sharpen their core amphibious skill.
As a commando force, we're an early entry force. This is bread and butter for us. But as we start to withdraw from Afghanistan, and we need to remember the 40 Commando are still in Afghanistan, but as we start to withdraw, this gives us the opportunity to concentrate more on this classic role for the Royal Marines.
The president seemed delighted with Britain's presence and broke off from his departure to tell Forces News of the importance of the visit.
Nowadays, the Albanian dream is realized because this country is a member of NATO. And in framework of NATO, we are so proud to have such friends, partners and support by UK.
Of course, the former general may have wondered why Britain, as a comparative maritime superpower, has a carrier but no jets. HMS Illustrious is re-rolled as a helicopter platform. Until her replacement's operational, we must rely on our allies, the Americans and French, for fast maritime air power.
But the senior officer in charge of the task group denied its limited power signified a reduction in Britain's capability.
I don't think we have a diminished ability to project force at all. We can answer the requirements that defence puts upon us, and we can do that alongside our allies. And we can have an amphibious task group that joins in and works along with the French carrier strike group, which we did off Toulon earlier this month.
Nor, he said, was the ship's presence 2 days sailing from Syria more than just coincidence.
And there's no mission here other than come here, get the very best out of the training that we can, and then return home.
Illustrious headed home first, Bulwarks following, and both will pay a goodwill visit to Malta. But their newly honed readiness means they could be deployed for action at just 5 days' notice. Jeff Mead, Forces News, the Adriatic.